from the station taking action for you. This is ABC Action News.
First at 5, tragedy on the interstate. We were on scene moments after a suspected drunk driver plowed into 2 parked cars, sending 6 people to the hospital. Some of those victims are fighting for their lives right now.
They were in a vulnerable position, all because one car got a flat tire and the second just stopped to lend a helping hand.
We've been following this story since it broke early this morning, and our Bill Logan is live right now with the latest. Bill?
And what I can tell you about the latest right now, Jamison, is that there are 2 teenagers in here at St. Joseph's Hospital fighting for their lives this evening after being in surgery much of the day. This after a Wesley Chapel man gets booked on DUI charges. When we see this sort of wretched wreck with traffic snarled and victims all carted off, rarely do we get to hear a first-hand account. Today we did.
Just like that, in an instant, we were all just laying on the ground.
24-year-old Najee Ferguson had just gotten home from the hospital after being treated for a pretty bad shoulder injury.
I have a fractured clavicle and scapula.
But as he told us his story, we realized it could have been a lot worse as he and a carload of his buddies had come in this Honda to the rescue of 3 of their female friends whose white Toyota had a tire blowout on the interstate, stopped in the travel lane just south of State Road 52. Everyone was out by the cars when 47-year-old John Haggerty came barreling down the road and plowed right into him.
That driver received some very minor injuries, but the more important thing was he was under the influence of alcohol. Highway Patrol troopers arrested him and took him to the Pasco County Jail.
DUI charges, as well as driving on a suspended license from an earlier DUI in Texas, were heaped on this Wesley Chapel man, even as he watched many of his young neighbors being loaded into ambulances or medical shoppers.
And he was in handcuffs, and he just looking at me, and just by looking at him, I could tell he was already drunk and had a few too many.
If you had something to say to him, what would you say?
I don't think I would say anything. I'd tell the cop to turn his head for a second and punch him in the face.
We can understand if Najee's a little bit upset. It is his girlfriend, 19-year-old Brittany Vaughn, who remains in critical condition here with a number of internal injuries. Also, her friend, 17-year-old Maria Peterman, also here at St. Joe's at this hour. The other of those 6 that were involved in this wreck early this morning have all been treated and released either from here or Tampa General Hospital. Mr. Haggerty remains in the Pasco County Jail on a whole host of DUI charges. Reporting live at St. Joseph's Hospital, Bill Logan, ABC Action News.